SpaceX finally went public, and SpaceX has created already so many millionaires. In fact, SpaceX is also going to create a lot of billionaires. But on the other side, SpaceX is going to create a lot of poor people. The question comes back to you. Do you want to be one of the people who SpaceX is going to make a millionaire, or you want to lose money by buying this stock? So pay a very close attention, because I will explain who exactly is making money from this stock and who exactly will be losing money from this stock. And a lot of people who are watching this video who don't even understand much about SpaceX have already lost money in this IPO. So the SpaceX IPO started at $135. The stock instantly shot to $100 and almost $70 and even $75. And since then, the stock has stabilized at around $100 and $166. The question comes back. Who exactly started buying SpaceX at this insane $2 trillion valuation? Shouldn't the stock actually collapse the day the stock was actually traded? If it was a very normal IPO where the company would go public and early investors would start selling their stocks, yes, the stock would have completely collapsed. But here's what happened, and here are the people who actually purchased the IPO. BlackRock places a $5 billion order for SpaceX IPO. So BlackRock literally spent $5 billion investing in SpaceX. Now here's the question. Where do you think BlackRock took that money from? BlackRock doesn't actually invest their own money. BlackRock is a huge investment firm that takes people's money and invests it in different kind of assets. And BlackRock has different kind of investing tools, or different kind of firms that invest in different kind of stocks and different kind of investments. Part of the money, it goes into tech stocks. The other part goes into IPOs. The other part goes into S&P 500, the real estate, you name it. And every single American who actually has a retirement fund, such as 401k, here's the question. Who do you think manages your money when you're investing in 401k? Who do you think manages your money when you're investing in the stock market? Most doctors, lawyers, and engineers, the average people who don't know much about investing, and they simply have a retirement account, they simply passively invest there. And then BlackRock takes that money and invests it in different kind of firms. That's why if you Google right now, BlackRock, you'll find out that BlackRock manages over $10 trillion of assets. And these are the money from the average Americans. These are the money from the average people who invest their money but don't know much about it. So you can say that BlackRock have taken your retirement money and invested it in SpaceX, even though that it was a terrible investment. And I will show you in a moment why. Let me give you an example. So you have BlackRock Advantage Large Cap Growth and Fund Investors A shares. Now this is an actively managed fund. BlackRock is not obligated to tell you why they invest there. They have simply created this fund, and as long as your retirement money goes into some of these funds, they go directly into SpaceX. Another large investor was obviously index ETFs, such as the Nasdaq 100. We have multiple ETFs, especially the ones that invest in space technologies. All of them have spent hundreds of millions of dollars each investing in SpaceX. And then we had retail investors who purchased almost $17 billion of SpaceX. Now, those people who spent $17 billion investing in SpaceX, all of these people are going to lose their money in this investment, or the vast majority of them, because these people have no idea what's about to happen to the SpaceX stock. This is not an exaggeration. I will show you the exact numbers, and I will show you exactly why this stock has to collapse. There is literally no other option but for the stock to collapse. So everybody who purchased the IPO is going to regret it. Another major investment came from wealth funds. So there are multiple very wealthy countries in the Middle East, such as the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. They sell their oil exclusively in the US dollar. And where do you think they invest these US dollars? Of course, they send that money back to the United States, investing it in the US bond market and the US stock markets. And they invested a big chunk of that money into SpaceX. And that's one of the reasons how they fuel the US economy. And that's one of the great advantages that the United States has the global reserve currency and the fact that petrodollar exists. So I want you to pay attention to this. Retail investors are competing for about $15 to $17 billion in shares, with $70 to $100 billion in orders. So retail investors who wanted to get into the SpaceX, they've actually placed up to $100 billion in orders, but they could only get $15 to $17 billion. So they have oversubscribed to SpaceX by 15 times, which is insane. I have no idea who are these people. Why don't these people make their research? And that's the problem with the stock market, that most people don't understand how the market works. Most people don't understand how to find valuations. Most people don't have the professional skills to know what's a good investment and what's a bad investment. And that's why I created the Investing Academy that will literally give you all the tools and the systems that you need to find the best investments in the market, to know instantly whether this is a good investment or it's a bad investment. And the link to the Investing Academy is of course available in the description of this video. So here's the question. If it's such a bad investment, why did SpaceX stock exploded? You kept saying that it's a bad investment. So you have an entire company called SpaceX. The question here is that how much of the entire company was actually offered in this IPO? The secret is that only 4% of brand new stocks were created and were offered in this IPO, and no one else could possibly sell their stocks. So if you were an early investor in SpaceX, in this IPO, you were not allowed to sell your stocks. Now, that's not an option. Even Google, who was an early investor in SpaceX, could not possibly sell their stocks. If you are a long-time investor in SpaceX, if you're an employee or an engineer, now you are a multi-millionaire on paper. But guess what? In this IPO, you were not allowed to sell your stocks. Do you see why the stock of SpaceX did not collapse on the first day? Because they have created 4% of additional shares, diluted all other shares in the company, and sold them to the public so that Elon Musk can actually pay off his previous debts. The debts that he borrowed to buy Twitter, the debts that he borrowed to start XAI last year, and leased billions of dollars of GPUs, and so on and so forth. Elon and the big investors cannot sell their stocks in the first 366 days. So there are large investors in SpaceX right now, whose name you probably know, such as Google, Nvidia, Valor Capital, or Equity. They cannot sell their stocks. They can only do that a year after the IPO. So because there is a shortage of stocks in the market, especially in the first year, definitely there is a shortage of SpaceX stocks in the stock market. Now, everyone else, they can sell 20% of their shares after the first earnings reports and another 28% after the second quarter. So when the first earnings reports are going to come out in 3 months from now, that's when 20% of the stocks can be sold in the stock market. That's when early investors, that's when employees, that's where early engineers of the company, whether they still work in the company or not, as long as they hold SpaceX stocks, they will be able to sell 20% of their stocks in the stock market. That's when there is going to be an oversupply of the stocks in the stock market. That's when you will see the price of the stock collapse. And then after the second quarter, they will be able to sell 28% of their stocks, and so on and so forth. Now, there is another program where 7% chunks also can unlock after each milestone. The first milestone starts at day 70, then day 90, then day 105, and so on and so forth. So, after 180 days, when the IPO has happened, all stocks can be sold besides Elon's and institutional investors. And how much Elon owns? Elon owns 42% of the company. Big investors own 20% of the company. So the venture capital investors who hold 20% of SpaceX right now, and early employees who hold 14% of the stock right now, and the public right now who holds 4% of the company, all of them will be eligible to sell almost all of their stocks in 6 months from now after the IPO. And that's where the real problem is going to come. because on the first day of trading, there was massive demand for this stock, but there was a very short supply of the stock, just 4% of the company. Now, in 3 months from now, that supply is going to substantially rise. In 6 months from now, it is going to significantly rise. And in a year from now, all the stocks of SpaceX can possibly be sold in the stock market, and that's where you are going to see a huge problem with the company. Now, I understand the logic why they did that, because they were expecting that here's what's going to happen. In the first quarter, we are going to show really strong earnings. In the first year, we are going to catapult our earnings, especially with AI, and that's where our stock price is going to dramatically rise. But here's the problem. SpaceX is nowhere close to increase their earnings to the point where they can justify a $2 trillion valuation. I can tell you even more than that. In 6 months from now, the valuation of SpaceX is going to be significantly less than the valuation of Tesla. Today, the valuation of Tesla is $1.2 trillion, while the valuation of SpaceX is $1.8 trillion. I can tell you for a fact that 6 months from now or 8 months from now, that is going to be reversed. Not the fact that Tesla's valuation will go to $1.8 trillion, but the valuation of SpaceX is going to go from $1.8 trillion to about $1 trillion or less. And that's when all these investors who purchased the IPO are going to significantly lose their money in this IPO. The first bunch of millionaires that SpaceX is going to create is going to happen right after the first earnings report. When the earnings reports will come out, a lot of these early investors and employees will start selling their stocks, and they will be making millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, because finally they will be eligible to sell a good chunk of their investments. Then the second bunch of millionaires will be happening 6 months after the IPO, but the vast majority of people who are buying these stocks from these investors will be losing their money. Now, if you did not participate in this IPO because you were smart enough to realize that this is a bad investment, you know that SpaceX is one of the greatest companies in the world and there is a good opportunity to be made. You know that you still have to buy the stock. The only question is that when you should be buying the stock. You should be buying the stock when the stock will go back down to its true valuation. And that is going to happen whether you like it or not. This is going to happen whether Elon likes it or not. In fact, I can tell you for a fact that Elon knows that's going to happen. And that's why they created this system that on the day of the IPO, they will only offer 4% of the company, not 10%, because if they offer 10%, they might not be able to raise $75 billion. And Elon needed that money to pay back all of his debts. But at what price should I be buying SpaceX? Well, I will be analyzing SpaceX live on the Investing Academy. I will be doing live analysis, showing you exactly what is a true valuation of SpaceX and at what price am I buying SpaceX. Because if you buy SpaceX at the right price, you will end up making a lot of money. And the live analysis will happen in the Investing Academy, and the link to the Investing Academy is available right under this video.